Hi, little crafters. My name is Miss Lisa for the Fayette. Never mind.
Take two.
I can't say that word.
And action.
Hi, little crafters. Welcome to the Crafty Corner. My name is Miss Lisa, and we're here at the Fayette County Public Library, and I have a craft for you today. When you come in and get a packet, you are going to get some construction paper, you're going to get some buttons, and you're going to get a little gingerbread template. He's so cute. So this is what it should look like when he's about done, and let me show you what you have to do. In order to get this craft completed, you're going to need scissors, and you will need some glue stick and some glue, and that will be about it. So let's make our little gingerbread man. We're going to move the buttons aside. The first thing you're going to want to do is to cut out your gingerbread man. Now, I've already cut him out, and if you don't cut on the line very well, you can always turn it over so that black doesn't show anymore, the lines where the gingerbread man was outlined. Now, you have red and, I'm sorry, this is not red, boys and girls. Oh my goodness, this is orange and brown. You have some orange and brown paper, and I'm going to lay the two on top of each other, and I'm going to cut some strips of paper. Now, depending on how mosaic-y you want, if that's a word, if you want your gingerbread man to be, you can make your little squares and shapes bigger or smaller than I am doing, but I'm going about a ½ inch in and just cutting some strips of paper. And I'm going to lay them on top of each other, and then I am going to make some little shapes. So I'm going to make some rectangles and some triangles, some like other four-sided shapes, polygons. You guys might know what some of these shapes are called, but you don't want them to be just square. You can actually make triangles. Let me make some triangles going this way and that way. And you're just going to make a bunch of little shapes so that it will look interesting on your gingerbread man. So the next thing you're going to need to do is just take your glue stick, and I would suggest that you just start at the top. And so we're just going to put the glue stick there, just cover it, slather it pretty well. And then you're just going to take your brown and your orange, and I would try to alternate. And if it sticks off, that's fine, because then afterwards we can turn it over and then cut it off. So we're just going to mosaic these on here as best you can and just lay them on. They can even overlap a little bit. And just lay your little pieces on. So as we continue down the face and into its belly area, we're just going to keep making our shapes. Try not to have too much orange in one area or too much brown in one area, to try to alternate your colors. This is coming into our Christmas time season, isn't it, boys and girls? And so it's time to make cookies. And I don't know if you've ever made gingerbread or done a gingerbread house. That's a lot of fun. But these can be decorated however you want once we get it all mosaiced on there. So I've been using the word mosaic. A mosaic is an art technique where you lay shapes, and sometimes people do it in tiles, and I've even seen glass mosaics. If you go to the art museums, you will see all kinds of different mosaic things. Sometimes like candle holders can be in a mosaic shape, or in a mosaic style. But that's what we're doing here. We're leaving a little white space between our shapes, and we're just laying them down and filling it up, leaving only a little white showing in the background. Now you could cover it all up if you wanted, but then it really is not a mosaic. So, but as we come into the Christmas season, you might make a gingerbread at your house, or make a gingerbread house, or make cookies. They are so yummy. Now here at the library, we have books by, let's see, it's Lauren Murray. Lauren Murray has written a series of gingerbread, gingerbread man books. So he gets loose, doesn't he, boys and girls? I know some of you probably have read this book before. So he gets loose here. He's getting loose at Christmas. Sometimes he gets loose in the fire station. I know, loose on vacation. He has lots of adventures. So if you want a book about a gingerbread man, come and get the ones by Lauren Murray, because they can be a little funny. All right, so this is probably what's going to take the longest in your craft today. You're just going to continue to lay your shapes down, and I'm almost down to his feet. And you can see that I did three strips of the colors laid on top of each other. So a total of 6 strips. And I think I've probably about got as much paper as I'm going to need. Let's just keep going here. Sometimes even gingerbread can be used as like an air freshener because it smells so good at your house. I don't know what your favorite scent is at Christmas time. It might be the candles or pumpkin or cooked apples. Anything is a lot of, maybe you have a fresh pine tree at your house for your Christmas tree. Pine smells really good too. All right, I'm almost done laying the mosaic pieces. And then we have to think about how we want to decorate him. I've given you buttons to go down his belly here, but you could also decorate him with things that you might find at your house. If you have any ribbon or yarn, you might want to add some of that on here. I know like some gingerbread cookies, when you buy them at the store, have icing all the way around the outside edge. And so if you have any yarn at your house, that might be fun to add a little of that, or like rickrack. That would be pretty. All the way around the outside edge of him. Okay, now that I have him done, I'm going to flip him over and I'm going to trim off all these little pieces that show. Okay, because you want him to look like the gingerbread shape and not have all these extra pieces sticking out. So let me go ahead and just trim all that off. Make sure you take your little pieces of paper and get them in the garbage can. Always be thinking about keeping your area nice and clean. Okay, so we'll gather all those little scraps up and throw them away here soon. All right. So there's our gingerbread man. So you're going to want to make some eyeballs, and so we've given you some black paper, and as I've showed you before, we're going to lay the 2 on top of each other. Now if you just want to take marker and draw 2 circles, you can do that too, but I'm just going to take these 2 and just twirl it and twirl it and twirl it until I get a nice circle. Okay, so we're going to have some nice big gingerbread button eyes here. I'm just going to put the glue down and glue him on. It doesn't really have a nose, but we do have some paper where you can make a smile. So you're just going to make like a half of a circle shape and then go on top of that half and just sort of make a nice thin outline so that you have a smiley shape. There we go. He looks pretty. So let's get him glued down in there with that smile. Now I have given you some other paper that you can make a bow tie with, or you could put the bow tie, make it like a hair bow. So to do that, you need to have like a triangle shape that doesn't come all the way to a point. And then you want to flatten your shape out a little bit, and you're going to make the triangle again. Okay, so that sort of looks like the bow tie or a hair bow tie. Okay, and then once you've drawn it, you can cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy out, and maybe I could put it in the hair this time, although it's not pink, but girls, you wear little blue hair ties sometimes, right? So we could put that up here if you wanted, or we could put it down here again. So I think I'll just go ahead and put it as the bow tie since it's blue. If I had pink, maybe I would put it up there in the hair. But if you've got extra paper at home, you can definitely do whatever you want. Now, to make your buttons stick, you're going to need to use the white glue. So you're going to want to have a nice big dollop of glue. And I have 3 different size buttons going from big to little. So we're going to put this one here, the big one on top. And then we're going to put our next one, and then our tiny one. Now, boys and girls, you can, like I said before, you can add ribbon, you can add so many other things to embellish your gingerbread man, but that's what I have done today. All right, now we have twins. Look at them. All right, boys and girls, this is how you make a little gingerbread man. Please come down to the library and grab a packet. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miss Lisa for the Crafty Corner, and I'll see you again next week. Bye now.